The 2019 Lincoln Continental Select. Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Lincoln in Salina, Kansas. In this video, we're going to go over all the standard as well as optional equipment for the Select trim of the 2019 Lincoln Continental. So this is a full, complete guide walk around that we like to do on all of our vehicles. And going over the Select trim, we're going to talk about standard equipment first, walk around it, talk about everything that's standard on it. Then we'll, at the end, talk about the different optional equipment that's available as well with this. So hopefully you're going to get a lot out of this. I will have timestamps for the different parts of the video or as we walk around it, and down in the description if you're watching this on YouTube, as well as the prices for the different packages and standalone options down there too. So be looking for those. I do have a video on the Premier or Standard trim, so if you want to check that out, I did that one before this one, so you can check out that video if you'd like to. And then in this video, we're going to go ahead and cover just this Select trim. Now in this part of the video, I do want to talk about safety. I'd like to cover all that, all the different safety features that are standard. Now the safety features for the Select are the same safety features that are standard for the Premier. So if you did watch that Premier video, you can go ahead and move ahead to the next part of the video. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and go over the safety features on the Select as well. So you have a dual stage airbag, so the driver and front passenger is going to deploy a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the vehicle. Also, you can have a driver knee airbag that's going to deploy down below that steering wheel, as well as the front passenger is going to have a glove box integrated knee airbag as well. So really to protect those occupants from those front collisions. Now for the side collisions, you do have a side impact airbag for the driver and front passenger. So if the side collisions, it's going to deploy that airbag, the side protecting those from those side impacts. As well as you're going to have the safety canopy airbag with a rollover sensor that's going to deploy down in case you have any kind of rollover situation. So really to protect everyone in there is the goal there. Here in the back seat, you do have child locks for these doors, so that way they can't open them up when you're going down the road. And if you do have those small kids in there or those in those car seats, it's going to have that latch system, that lower anchors and tethers for children, so you can secure those car seats down to the rear of those two outbound seats back there. So again, great ways to really protect everyone in there. This does have the SOS post-crash alert system. So if you are in an accident, you're off the side of the road, it's going to honk the horns and flash the lights so people know that you need safety or you need come to help you. Also, this does have 911 assist. So if you have that Bluetooth enabled phone connected, you call 911 directly if you're in an accident just by touching that on there, and then you can go ahead, instead of calling like OnStar or something, you call 911 directly so they can come to your safety even faster. So great ways to really protect you there. So this also does have advanced track with electronic stability control, and the whole goal there is to keep you on your intended path. So it's going to use a series of brakes on the vehicle. So if you go on a curve too fast, maybe it's a slick driving road, it's going to keep you on your intended path. So great ways to really protect everyone in the vehicle. Also, some other ways for the driver, as a driver assist, it's now standard equipment on all your Lincoln Continentals, is the Copilot 360. And so that includes 5 great features. One of them is the rear view camera, which has always been standard equipment for several years now. That's going to be included, as well as you're going to have your auto high beams on the front. And so auto high beams work a lot like your automatic headlights. So if there's no one in front of you, it's dark enough out, it's going to turn those high beams on. If you're in city lights or a car approaches you, it's going to automatically turn them off. And that is a feature that you can deactivate and activate in your settings screen under the lighting section there. Other than that, there are also 3 other features within this package. And the first one to talk about is a pre-collision assist with pedestrian detection. So it's going to include your dynamic brake support, your automatic emergency braking, as well as your forward collision warning. So if there's someone in front of you, you're not stopping, it's going to alert you with a series of lights on the dash that you need to stop, and it will even initiate brake support if you can't transition over fast enough to help you stop the vehicle even faster. So great ways to really protect you, and it does detect the pedestrians as well. This also does get your lane keeping system, which includes 3 great benefits of it. One of them is your driver alert system that just knows whether or not you're being alert. If you're taking your hands off the steering wheel, it lets you know that, and just makes you, it really helps you be more alert when you're driving the vehicle and paying attention. Also, you have your lane departure alert system. So if you're leaving your lane, it's going to shake or vibrate that steering wheel and let you know that you've left your lane. So especially if you're not paying attention, you're looking off to the side, it'll vibrate that and bring you back in so you can correct real quickly. Or if you'd like to set it to the aid system, it'll actually help keep you in the lane. So if it knows those lines, it can see those lines, what it's gonna do is use torque vectoring. So if you get close to that line, it's gonna go ahead and bring you and bump you back in. So that works pretty well. It does need to know those lines ahead of time, but that is a system that will help you stay a little bit safer while you're driving on the road. Now that's even with the cruise set or without the cruise set. And then you do have your BLISS system. That's a blind spot information system with cross traffic alert. And the way that works is if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror on that side and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. Also, as you're backing up, it uses their cross traffic alert system. Someone's going to cross your path behind you, and it's going to alert you with the light in the side of the mirror that they're coming from. Puts a message on the dash telling if they're coming from the left or the right in a series of tones that it's not safe to back up. Love this system. I'm glad it's standard equipment on all your Lincoln vehicles, especially Lincoln Continentals. Also for your Lincoln Continental, it's going to be standard equipment on all of your Continentals, is your adaptive cruise control with stop and go. So what's great about that is when you have that cruise set, you can adjust the gap for the vehicle in front of you. As you approach them, if you're going much faster than them, it's going to slow you down to go their speed until you pass them and it's safe to resume, then it'll speed back up. What's great about it, it even works in stop and go. So if you're in that area where you're in that traffic a lot and you're coming to complete stop, you don't have to keep hitting your brake and hitting the gas and resuming and everything. It does it for you, so you don't have to use your brakes so much. So some great systems, and again, that's standard equipment on all your Lincoln Continentals, especially your Selects. Now the standard engine and drivetrain on this is a 3.7 liter V6 engine with your front wheel drive. And that engine is going to deliver 305 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque. And for fuel economy, you can expect to get around 17 miles per gallon in the city and about 26 miles per gallon on the highway. Now you can get the optional all-wheel drive. If you do get with that, it's going to have the same performance, same engine, a 3.7 liter V6 engine, which is the only engine available in your Select trim. And for fuel economy on that one, you're going to see about 16 miles per gallon in the city and about 24 miles per gallon on the highway. Now there are a couple ways for this engine to perform a little bit better, and one of them is your active grille shutters. And active grille shutters are going to be able to open up and close for you. So when you're in town, it's going to open those up, allow for more airflow in. As you speed up, they're going to shut, so that way you can have better airflow around the vehicle. Also, it's going to come standard with the transmission oil cooler as well. And it's going to be powered with a 6-speed automatic transmission with select shift. And select shift means that you can shift it up and down using those paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. So if you have it in that manual mode, you can shift it up and down like a manual transmission. Works real well when you want to come down from this big mountain out in Colorado. You're going to want to downshift and do it that way instead of using your brakes so much and burning them out. So that's a benefit, and when you would probably use that. Now let's look at the styling up here. It does have a chrome mesh grille up here with the chrome surround, same grille you'd see on your Continentals from 18 as well as your other trims here. The headlights here are an automatic headlight, so it means they'll come on automatically as it gets dark. They are an adaptive bifunctional HID headlight. So HID is so much brighter, and adaptive means that as you turn the steering wheel, the lights are going to turn to light up your intended path. So real nice how that's going to work together. You do have LED signature lighting underneath there as well. You configure as your daytime running lights, and you're going to have some accent lighting down a little bit lower on the bumper down here. So real great look and how that performs together there. Also, you'll see the nice chrome accent on the lower part of that bumper down there, as well as a high gloss finish through here. A little bit different than your paint color on this black vehicle. And then you do have front sensing system as standard equipment. So as you're pulling in, you're going to have that more of that perimeter sensing. So as you're pulling closer to garages, parking spaces, it's going to alert you and let you know that you're getting close and close to those different things there in the front of the vehicle. So some great equipment here, but let's not forget about the Lincoln Embrace. The Lincoln Embrace is a great way to welcome you to the vehicle using a series of LED lights. And the first one you're going to notice is on the front of the vehicle here is that signature lighting that's going to fade up as you approach the vehicle with that key fob. You're also going to see the LED lights or backlighting in those door handles are going to light up so you can see those at night. And you happen to approach the vehicle from behind, you're going to see the LED lights light up on that trunk lid, as well as you're going to see the Lincoln welcome mat beside the vehicle. So just a great way to welcome you, especially at nighttime. It's just really a great way to really embrace you to the vehicle. Now, as we move around to the side, I do want to talk about the enhanced security package. That is standard equipment in all your Continentals. Did mention that on the premiere video, but what that just allows you to do is really protect your vehicle a little bit more. So it does have an intrusion alarm system. So if there's any motion on the inside as well as an intrusion to the vehicle, it's going to honk those horns and let you know that someone's getting into your vehicle. Also has some lockable storage compartments in there. It has a valet mode, perimeter alarm, all those different things that help you protect the vehicle. So that's going to be standard equipment on all your Lincoln Continentals. Let's talk about the wheel here. They're a 19-inch wheel, so upgraded from 18 to 19. A dark premium painted alloy wheel, so real beautiful wheel for your Lincoln Continental Selects. Now the badging here on the side, same as all your other Lincoln Continental, so nice chrome badging. There is a little square after that L there, and that's where you would probably, if your vehicle is maybe dead, the battery happens to die, that's how you'd be able to get inside the vehicle since it does have the E-latch system. So that's how you would get into there. Nice chrome accent on the lower rocker molding down here, as well as around the windows and this belt line here that's a little bit thicker that kind of integrates those door handles into them beautifully. I love how that just integrates in there. Also, the mirror sits on this nice chrome accent here too. LED turn signal indicators here on the outside, so that way people know that you're wanting to turn left or right there. Also, it does have the power heated glass there with memory. We'll get more into memory features in just a little bit, but it also does have the auto dimming driver side view mirror. It means it's going to dim that mirror when this car's going to pass you with those bright lights. Don't forget about that projector lamps under here that puts that welcome mat beside the vehicle as well here on the side. You'll see the mirror is folded in. It does have auto fold mirrors, so when you lock and unlock the vehicle, they're going to auto fold in and out for you, so that's a great feature on the vehicle. It does have the intelligent access, so as you walk up, it'll unlock the vehicle automatically for you. So let me show you how that works. This does have the E-latch system, so instead of just putting your hands in the door handle and unlocking, there's a little rubber pad in there. You just press that pad and it's going to unlock it and pop the door for you automatically. So that kind of the E-latch system. So real nice and easy to open. One of the great benefits when you go to select is the auto closure as well. So if you don't get it all the way shut, it's going to grab the door and it's going to pull it in. So that's a great feature to have. You'll see the mirrors get folded out as well there. Keypad here on the pillar just allows you to be able to get in and out without having to get your keys out, or if maybe you left them in the house or leave them inside, you can use your own special code to get in and out of the vehicle, locking and unlocking it that way. You see the lock there in the bottom, and that's how you would actually, when you get out, you lock the vehicle without having to get the keys out of your pocket, and then it's going to auto fold that mirror back into place there, ready to go. So real nice and easy to be able to use that lock and unlock the vehicle just by pressing that unlock button there. So love how everything works together there. Now here in the back, it does have the easy fuel capless filler door. Some kind of a minor thing people might say, but I like to cover as much as I can on these videos. What's great about it, it's no cap to worry about losing, leaving behind, getting your hands dirty. Just open that door up, put the nozzle in there, fill it up. When you're done, go ahead and close the door. There is a little sticker on the inside of that door, because if maybe you run out of gas, you need to use a gas can. They won't fit into this. It will not work. You'll need to use the funnel that's located in the trunk. We're going to show you here in just a little bit. So some great equipment here on the side of the vehicle. Give it a nice luxury look here on this Lincoln Continental. Now as I move to the back, you see the back windshield does have your rear defrost back here. Also your brake light is going to be in the lower part of that back window there. Here in the back, you do have your LED tail light to go across the back with a nice chrome accent laced in there. So it looks real sharp along with your backup lights right there. Nice chrome Lincoln lettering on the trunk lid above your LED lights. Give it a nice luxury look here on the back of it. You do have your rear view camera with reverse sensing. So as you're backing up, you can be able to see behind you. You're also going to get alerted. So now you have front and back. You're really going to have a perimeter sensing system on the vehicle. So that way with this larger sedan here, you're not going to hit anything. Also here on the bottom part of that bumper, nice chrome accent, gives it a nice luxury look with the reflectors on both sides of that, and then chrome tip exhaust tip under there for your dual exhaust integrated into that back bumper. So a great look to it. Now this does have a remote start. I actually want to show you the remote. I didn't do that earlier. You can remote start it from anywhere. You can look at the remote, you have unlock, lock, and that remote starts under there. So you can remote start it if you're in a certain proximity, I should say. So you lock it, hit that twice, and it's going to light up green if it does activate in the light if you're close enough, or if it's red, it did not activate. So then when you shut it off, you'll see it lights up red as well. So, and then you do have another button there for your trunk lid. It does have a power trunk lid here for this, or you can even use your foot. So I can put this remote away and give it a kick under here, and it's going to go ahead and open up. So you do have to go sometimes a little bit further back, as you can see right there, for it to activate. That's why some people like to use a remote. Also, there's a button under here. So you can actually hit this button right between the C and the O. When you walk up, you just press it. It's like having intelligent access, and it's going to power it up as well right here. And we do have a button to close it right there as well. So inside here, you're going to see carpeted mats. And that's for the footwell for the front as well as the rear seat. So you have four of those carpeted mats there. Here in the back, nice chrome accent here on the back of that, the lift-in area there gives it that luxury look, and then you'll notice nice chrome accents on those tie-downs there as well inside there. Very spacious trunk back here with compartments on the left and right for smaller items, so that way they won't roll around in there. And then your seat, 60/40 split bench seat, so you can lay that second row seat down if you need a little extra cargo room. There's also a little opening back there too where you can access to the trunk. They actually call it a ski hole, so that way you can put those skis through there, those longer things there that maybe are skinnier, but whatever you can take through there. Or I think that's just a great way to be able to access the trunk as well. If you have luggage in there, you need to grab something towards the back, beverages or something like that, you can use that way. Now under here you're going to see the spare in here. It is a mini spare in there, so I'll get you to your next destination. So you have that in there instead of any kind of inflator kit, and then you do have the funnel in there as well. It's located right under there, and that's where you're going to find that if you happen to run out of gas and need to fill it up. So very spacious trunk, as I said. I think you'll really enjoy most of that space back there. When you need to shut it, you can use your foot, or you can just hit that button. And not only is it going to close it for you, it does have auto closure. So it goes down and then it seals it back down into place. Now, as I move to the interior, I do want to talk about the Lincoln Drive Control. Lincoln Drive Control, it just gives you a better ride in the vehicle and includes your adaptive suspension. Adaptive suspension is constantly monitoring the road for any imperfections, potholes, and that kind of thing to give you a better ride in the vehicle. So it's going to be able to give you that feature there. Also, you're going to get the ePass, that electronic power assist steering. And what that's going to do is give you also a better ride. So when you're going a little bit faster speed, it's going to stiffen that steering up, so that way that wind won't push you from side to side and making you have to turn your steering wheel. Also, but then when you get into slower speed, it's going to make it a little bit easier to turn into those parking spaces and that kind of thing when you're going slower there. Also, it's going to include the active noise control. Active noise control works a lot like your active noise canceling headphones, so it's going to make it quieter in the vehicle. And this does get a laminated windshield, also laminated windows, as well as standard equipment on your Lincoln vehicles. So that's going to make it quieter in here and a better ride experience altogether. Let's talk about the two different color interiors that you get with the Lincoln Continental Select. You get your ebony interior. I'm going to give you clips from Lincoln's website what that's going to look like for your vehicle. All black interior. It's going to get you the brown swirl walnut trim, wood trim on your doors, glove box, the console cover, and now the steering wheel for your Select trim. You're going to get that as well. Or you can get the cappuccino interior. And so this happens to be the cappuccino, so I'm going to give you kind of a span of the dash. You can see what it looks like with the dark brown with the light tan interior. So you're going to want to get this color. And the wood trim on this is going to be that espresso ash swirl wood trim. Again, on those doors as well as above the glove box, or along the dash I should say, the console cover, and now with the steering wheel. This is an upgrade from your you're getting just a black trim on your Premier to now the Select, getting that wood trim on the steering wheel as well. Your seats are upgraded as well when you go to Select. So you go from the Lincoln Soft Touch to these luxury leather seating surfaces with those perforations, heated seats for the driver and front passenger, and also includes 10-way power adjustable seat, including power lumbar for the driver and front passenger. Also power reclines included within that right there. And then the back seat. Seats 3 back there. You do have an armrest that comes out of the middle backrest. Cup holders kick out of there, and you have a little storage compartment in the top of that too, so you kind of have an armrest right there. These vents back here are going to help you with heat and AC right up here. Also down below there, and now instead of just a power point, you're going to get 2 USB ports and a 110 outlet. So a great upgrade when you go to the Select there. I'll be able to power different devices for those kids in the back. Here on the door, you're going to have your power windows, locks, mirror switches, including auto one touch for those front windows there. And it's going to have driver memory as well for 3 different drivers. And what I love about the driver memory is it's going to also includes the easy entry and exit seat. So when you have the vehicle turned off, the seat's going to come back and the steering wheel is going to move up, so you can get in and out of the vehicle a little bit better. And then when you start the vehicle up, it's going to move the seat, the mirror, and the steering wheel to the position of the last driver. If that wasn't you, you just press your button. And we talk about moving the steering wheel. This does have the power tilt and telescoping steering wheel, so electronically go up and down, forward and back. So that's going to be included in those power setting or the driver memory settings as well. Leather wrap steering wheel on this is standard equipment. On the steering wheel, as we get a close-up of this, the left side you're going to have your cruise control on the bottom there, and you can see those arrows for the gap for your adaptive cruise control. And then above that is where you can see some audio controls, volume as well as presettings for your radio controls right there. The right side of the steering wheel is going to be the controls for using the productivity screen here in the middle of your instrument cluster is what they like to call that. So a real nice screen here. It's a nice LCD screen so you can see it, everything lighting up right there. So beautiful look to it. You can change the different display and what's viewed in there. Just looks gorgeous, and I love how that looks. It does have the rain sensing wipers as well, and what's great about that is you have it in one of those auto settings, or your intermittent settings as you might call it. It's going to automatically turn your wipers on when it starts to rain. Rain's a little bit harder, it's going to wipe a little bit faster, so I really like the rain sensing wipers. Here, your push button start is just to the right of that, so you're going to be able to start the vehicle without having to get the keys out of your pocket. Love the climate control and the way it looks. When you have the vehicle turned off, you can't see the words or the emblems. It's just a nice clean look to the vehicle. When you hit the push button start to start it, it's going to use LED backlighting to light everything up, all the words and the emblems. Not only does that look really nice, luxurious, but also there's a functionality behind it. You don't have to worry about those words wearing off over time because it's not painted onto those buttons right there. Also, you're going to have dual zone auto climate control for the driver and front passenger to have 2 different temperatures there. For your audio controls, it does have a 10-speaker audio sound system, AM, FM, MP3 player, Sirius XM radio as well, and it's going to come with the Sync 3. That's that 3rd generation voice enhanced recognition system where you can make and receive phone calls, you can control your entertainment, your climate through there, and now on the Select, you're going to also get navigation with the pinch and zoom capabilities. So it's going to come also with that Sirius XM traffic and travel link. So great features on there. And then that screen is where you're going to see your backup camera come into view when you put the vehicle in reverse. To the left over here is where we're going to see your push button shift. And to the right you have an auto hold button that'll hold that brake for a short period of time if you need to transition to the gas, as well as you can deactivate your reverse sensing right there as well with that other button there. Up here on the mirror you do have your auto dimming rear view mirror, so that way it'll dim that mirror if those cars want to come up behind you with those bright lights. On the visor, you're going to have garage door openers for 3 different garage doors. Anything with transmitters, garage doors, gates, anything like that are going to be able to controlled with that. And then on your overhead console, you're going to have a bin here for sunglasses. So you can hide those sunglasses in there, keep them safe. And then you have controls up there for those lights as well. Now let's talk about the console here. In here we call this the media hub. So just open that up by pressing that little chrome button right there. You can see 2 USB ports in there. There's smart USB ports with a power point, so you can power your devices. This does have this as part of the Sync 3, the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So you plug those phones in there so you can have access to those features using that here. And big enough compartment to be able to put that cell phone down in there as well. And it is illuminated so you can see inside there. Also, the cup holders does have a little cover that goes over it, so you can just pull this back. It retracts back to your cup holders, as well as a little compartment here. Maybe it's big enough for a pen or something, or maybe even your cell phone right there if you want it close. And then also you're going to see in the cup holders, it does have ambient lighting, so you can change the colors of that. It's going to light up your cup holders, your footwells, and it's going to light up your door handles and your compartments there in your door, but also it's going to light up across your dash and here around the console on both sides of the console too. That looks really nice. Didn't really show that in the Premiere video. It was standard on the Premiere, but really great how that looks here on this. And speaking of illuminating that, your door sill plates, you do get those on Premiere, but with the Select you also get the illuminated. So the Lincoln wording in there is going to illuminate, and you can be able to see that as you're getting in and out of the vehicle. This console cover, let's talk about it. There's 2 switches. The one on the right, if you flip on that, it's going to open up this door to a shallow tray. We can put smaller items in there, pins on both sides if you want to, wallets, keys, that kind of thing in there. If you press the left button, it's going to hold that compartment up against there, give it a bigger compartment. There is another power point in there and a compartment for that key to go right in there as well. And so you have some storage bins right there as well. So some great equipment in here. I do want to talk about connectivity as we talked about. There's a USB port in here, a power point, 2 of them up here. 2 USB ports as well as 2 in the back. So let's talk about connectivity. One of the things you get with this as well is the Lincoln Way Connect. And it's a great way for you to stay connected to your vehicle using the Lincoln Way app. So this does have an embedded modem, so you can put your vehicle in there, you OK it through the modem in here, and that way you can do all kinds of great features with your phone and your app with the vehicle, like remote starting the vehicle from anywhere. You can also unlock and lock your vehicle from anywhere. You can schedule remote start times, which is one of my favorite features. Start up every morning, whatever time you want to. You can set that up. You can also locate your vehicle. So many other great features that go along with that right there from your phone. It also does come with Wi-Fi hotspots. If you want to pay for the extra $20 a month for unlimited data, you can connect up to 10 different devices to the embedded modem. So that is some great features and a great way to stay connected to your vehicle. I do want to talk about one package that's available for the Select trim, and that's the Climate Package. Now, the Climate Package includes some great heating features here in the vehicle, and one of them is going to be the heated steering wheel. So now you probably did see a clip of that because this vehicle does have it on there. That heated steering wheel button's right there on the climate control. Press that and it's going to warm up the steering wheel. Also will be included in your remote start settings along with your heated seats when you remote start the vehicle. Also, rear heated seats. So you can see the switches behind the console back here earlier in the clip. Those two outside seats will get heated seats as well for those in the back seat. Also, you're going to get windshield wiper de-icers. What's great about that is, in the winter time, a lot of times you'll defrost that windshield. It'll take care of everything on the windshield, but those wipers then get wet, then they freeze up because it's so cold out, and they're not really functional. The de-icers will help keep those de-iced. And keep the ice off of that, so that way they're going to be functional for you. So the Climate Package is a great package. We usually order in a lot of our Select vehicles, so I think you'll really enjoy that package. So definitely get that if you want to keep the interior warm a little bit, as well as have those de-icers. Now we're going to talk about standalone options. For 2019, we don't have the Select Select Plus package because all the things that were a part of that package in 2018 are standard equipment on all of your Continentals. So we only have one package that we covered, and that is the Climate Package. Now we're going to talk about standalone options. So a few standalone options are available as well on your Select that we didn't see on the Premier. And one of them is going to be your engine block heater. So engine block heater is a great feature to add if you especially keep your vehicle outside during the winter time to try to keep that engine warm so it starts up real easily when in very cold climates. Also, you can get the front license plate bracket. So in states where you're required to have a front tag, it's going to be standard equipment and will come with every single one of your Lincoln vehicles. The states like Kansas, where it does not require to have the front tag, it is optional equipment. If you do order it, it's a no-charge option, but you do have to order as optional equipment. So, also, there's a different wheel you can get on the Select trim, and that is a 20-inch polished aluminum wheel with the dark tarnished painted pockets. So great looking wheel, so I'll give you some clips of that so you have a good idea what that wheel is going to look like on your Lincoln vehicle there. Also, you can get a twin panel moonroof as optional equipment on the Select trim. So that's it's got a power sunshade that opens up, so that way it's like two panes of glass up here, and the front one will actually open up like a regular moonroof as well. So twin panel moonroof is another popular add to these vehicles. A couple different things here on the interior. One of them is your 30-way perfect position seating for the driver and front passenger. It includes the power thigh extender as well as power head restraints. It gets an extra back as well, so I call it the shoulder blade area where it actually pull that forward and back. And it comes with the active motion. Active motion means it's the massaging seat feature, so it's going to have several different lumbars to adjust back there, and it's going to be able to massage not only the backrest but also the seat cushion. So that's a great add to the vehicle if you really want to be comfortable on those long trips. If you want to protect those in the back seat, those two outbound seats, you can get rear inflatable seat belts as optional equipment for you. So it's going to inflate those airbags and those seat belts for those infants in the front to help protect them so that they don't have those different burns on them from any accidents from those seat belts there. So that's available. And you can upgrade the audio system to the Revel audio sound system with 13 speakers. Revel is a great sound in the vehicle. Lincoln has gone to Revel audio, and it really gives you a kind of a live sound inside the vehicle, just like being there. So that's another upgrade. So it takes it from a 10 speaker to a 13 speaker and gives you the Revel audio sound system. So those are all your optional equipment. There's a couple of accessories you can get as well, either from the factory or afterwards. And one of them is the floor liners. They're all-weather mats that you can put in the footwells for your front seat as well as your back seat, just like your carpeted mats. You'll still get the carpeted mats, but they'll include the all-weather mats as part of that package. Or you can also protect the cargo area back there, or the rear trunk lid with a cargo area protector. And it is also an all-weather material, so it's a lot easier to pull that out and clean it than to try to clean out any stains you might get in the carpets. A lot of people like to get those, especially if you know that you're going to be using the trunk for anything that might get it dirty. That'd be a great thing to add to the vehicle as well. Now let's talk about the standard Lincoln warranty. It's a 4-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty with a 6-year, 70,000-mile powertrain warranty and roadside assistance. Great warranties that come along with that, but you also get some Lincoln privileges as well for service. So 4-year, 50,000-mile pickup and delivery. What that means is they'll pick up your Lincoln vehicle for service, leave you a Lincoln loaner, service your vehicle, they'll also clean it, and they'll bring it back to you. You can schedule for home, work, whatever's convenient for your schedule. So that way you don't have to make a trip to the service department and get your vehicle serviced when you need it. So that's available for the first 4 years, 50,000 miles. Now, that does require you to live within, I think 30 miles radius is what Lincoln has. We usually do 50 miles. I know some of the window stickers have gone from 30 to 50, but here at McArthur, we'll do up to 50 miles from us and take care of you that way. Also, if maybe instead you'd like to bring your vehicle in, or if you live outside that area and you're bringing it through, you can usually drop your Lincoln vehicle off, take a Lincoln loaner, go run some errands, go shopping, whatever, go out to eat. Come back, they'll let you know when it's ready. They'll also clean the vehicle like they would on a pickup and delivery. So that you can take benefit of that as well. So don't forget, check out our inventory on our website at McArthurLincoln.com. There on each one of our vehicles, you can schedule a test drive, you can see pictures, 360-degree walk around on any one of our vehicles, you can check availability, so take benefit of all those. Also, you're going to see our great Lincoln Internet pricing on there, and then also you can see actually a lease payment as well on any one of our vehicles. So that's something you can do right there from the convenience of your home. So definitely check that out. You can give us a call or send us a text message at 785-378-5031, or you can call us toll-free 1-800-874-6316. So I hope you really enjoyed this video and it was very informative for you on that select trim of the 2019 Lincoln Continental. Thanks for watching this video on YouTube, and we have a special offer for you from McArthur, and that's going to be free shipping on any one of our Lincoln vehicles to you if you live within the 48 states outside of Alaska and Hawaii. We just ask that you finance a vehicle with us, and we're very transparent about that. The reason we started offering this up to our customers was because a lot of people wanted to work with us based on the knowledge that we brought in these videos, but we just live so far away from them, so we started offering free shipping to those customers. So I just figured we'd let you guys know as well. We'll do that for you as well. So just give us a call, we can do that free shipping. That way you know you're getting a great vehicle from a dealership that knows the product, and make sure you get the vehicle equipped just like you want. And you can do it from the comfort of your home and not even take a step into a dealership. So take advantage of that. If you know you want a Lincoln Continental, you know how you want it equipped, give us a call or send us a text message, 785-378-5031, or you can even call us toll-free 1-800-874-6316. So great way to purchase a vehicle. And again, there are some great rates through Lincoln right now on a lot of their vehicles, like 0% and still some rebates. So take advantage of that and get a vehicle shipped right to your door. Also, if you're the first time watching one of our videos, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button down there below the video. That way you can get subscribed to our YouTube channel, and you can check out all the different videos. We have over 1,000 videos on there and several playlists. We put them all into playlists to make it a little bit easier for you to see those. So check those out. Also hit that bell notification after you subscribe. That way you get notified the next time we have another video uploaded to our YouTube channel. And if you haven't had a chance yet, go ahead and smash that like button. Lets other people know it's a great video. I really appreciate it. It helps out the channel, and just a great way to let other people know it's a great video they need to watch. Also, leave any comments you might have down below. Love getting that feedback from you. How can we make these videos better? What did you think of the Lincoln Continental and some of this equipment? What are you surprised about? Get that comments down there. That helps out the video as well, even if you just drop a little note thinking for the video and the content. So we really appreciate it. I read all those and I interact and will answer any questions you might have down there as well. You can also reach out to me on social media. I'm at Tim Bartz on Facebook or Twitter. So definitely follow me there. I'll follow you back on Twitter, and that way you can stay connected with me. And I do go ahead and publish or post all of our videos when they go live as well on our Twitter account, so that way you won't miss any of those videos either. So definitely follow me on Twitter and Facebook there. So again, thanks for watching this video. Really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Until the next video, we'll see you later.